It's Jose, your owner operator at Big Cheese Pizza, and let me talk about the last week of the year of 2025, because 2025 ended off in a busy note and it started in a busy note as well. Now, Big Cheese is usually busy. I'm talking about Rialto because Whittier still isn't there yet, but it's okay. I know that no empire was built overnight, and I understand that Whittier is going to take time for it to grow, and that is totally fine. So the week started off with me working at Whittier all day. One of the workers that works there decided to take a week off, so Monday was her last day off before coming back, so I had to work there all day. I did have a bad moment where half the day I was being really moody. I forgot exactly what caused it, but if I'm not mistaken, it was something related to the fact that it was probably like three things. I remember it was a couple things all at once. One of them was that it got a little bit busy and I was doing the dough, and the other worker that I was with was helping me with the dough. But there's a thing I don't like is I don't like when two people are doing the same thing at once. I like working as a team. So for example, if I'm doing the dough, you go and do the pizzas and help out the customers. If I see that you need help, I'll go and help you out. That's what I believe in because it's easier to do it that way, plus it's a better flow. Because there was a point where both of us were trying to do the dough and both of us were trying to do the pizza and both of us were trying to cut the pizzas. It's like, wait, why are two people doing one thing if we could both be doing separate things? Especially because the dough could be done by one person, which is important. It can't be out for a while because then it gets all poofy, and somebody else could be worried about the pizzas. Again, that's what I believe in. It's the best thing that's worked for me at the pizza place. Again, I don't like it when people are running around trying to do everything. I understand that sometimes I have to do that, and it's okay if you have to run your business where you have to do it all, but it's not going to last because unfortunately that leads to human mistakes. It leads to burnout. It's better if everybody's doing their job, kind of like an assembly where one person's doing this, one person's doing that. After that, I finally got better. Oh, I remember we were missing Parmesan cheese and we were missing beans. We ran out and I didn't account for that, meaning I didn't do the inventory correctly. So I was upset at myself. All those things and one other thing that I forgot all kind of intertwined together, and it led me to be a little moody. I didn't want to talk to nobody, although there was only two of us. I didn't really want to talk to her. It happens, unfortunately. It's this thing that I guess, I remember what caused it. I'm so sorry. What caused it was the fact that I really want to open that third location, and I feel like time is running out for me. I feel like everything's getting more expensive, but I can't lose my head because of that. Because even if inflation is a thing and things are always going to go up, and things are a little bit tougher now than they were 5-10 years ago, that doesn't matter. That should not be the reason why I'm becoming moody, or that's not the reason why it won't happen. We're making it happen right now with the two businesses with really low prices and very low margins. I should stop fretting about it, and so should everybody else. We need to work on it and make it happen, but know that especially right now it's a little bit longer and it's a little bit tougher, but it's going to happen. And sometimes for me, it's hard for me to be patient because I've been trying to be patient. I've been planning to open the third location for about 6 months now. To actually, no, a little bit less. I started in September and it's January. So for me, it's like I want to open that third location already because I look at the numbers at Whittier and look at the numbers at Rialto. And Rialto has these amazing numbers, and sometimes it's just like a pot and the water just keeps coming out because of how much stuff is in it, you know? And Whittier is nothing like that. But because I look at that, my mentality is if I can open another location around this pot that's boiling, then I know I can become a little bit more successful. And Whittier is just gonna take time. And if that one's at least being positive with numbers, maybe not doing any profit, but enough to handle its own employees, then that can grow on its own. But if I can grow everything here with Rialto, Fontana, all the cities around there, start growing a little bit and maybe get to Whittier, I know that that will help out with the growth, but that's gonna take a long time. And I know that time is the biggest thing when it comes to succeeding, when it comes to investments. It's like in the stock market. The more time in the stock market, the more money you should technically be making. Obviously, you're not every year is a guaranteed. Same thing with the restaurant. Not every year, not every week is guaranteed to be a good week. But over time, especially with how good Big Cheese is, not just because the prices are low, the pizza is good. We have a lot of good qualities that I see that can make it possible. So it's upsetting not being able to open that location because I really want to. It's just you gotta be patient. I don't want to do it quick either and fail. Although some people just tell me YOLO it, that I'm young, take advantage that I don't have kids. Worst case, I lose money, but I don't want to fail. But at the same time, I don't know how to get that money. And if I get that money, where am I going to find the people? Where am I going to find the location? It's a bunch of things. It's like, okay, if I get the money, cool. So after I get the money, now I have to find the places. Now I have to find the people. It's a puzzle, and I'm trying to solve it. And I am solving it. And you guys are seeing this slowly. And all that just frustrates me sometimes. So that was all that happened on Monday. On Tuesdays, I worked in Rialto, usually busy because Wednesday was New Year's Eve. We had to prepare for New Year's Eve. It was a slow-ish day, like a normal day. And then all of a sudden, it was like 3 o'clock, and then boom, the wait time was an hour, and it stayed like that till the end of the day. We had a bunch of orders, and we had to do a bunch of dough because we had to prepare for the next day. And we finally finished the day, probably closed around 8:30. There was no special highlights that day other than it was just busy and just preparing. Then here comes New Year's Eve, and it was hectic as heck. We had to stop taking orders from like 3 o'clock to like 5 o'clock, and we closed at 7. Because the way Rialto works is a lot of customers don't know that you have to place your orders ahead of time. So I'm talking about either earlier that day or a day before or 2 days before, so your order gets placed. And a lot of customers already know that, so they place the order. We tell every single customer, if you're a customer, we love you, we really do. We tell every single customer, just because you say it that you want it ready at a certain time doesn't mean that we could guarantee that will be ready at that time. And it's like, wait, why would a restaurant tell a customer that? Isn't that bad? It kind of is, but at the same time, there's nothing I can do. It's either I place your order or not. And here's a funny story. So a customer, I don't like talking smack about customers because I live off of the customers and I love the customers, but I think I have some authority to talk about this. So a customer was upset because they placed their order earlier, and they did, but they called the wrong location. They called Whittier instead of calling Rialto. So my cashier was dealing with it, and they were upset. They were like, no, I want to talk to the manager. My manager wasn't there. My brother was somewhere else on his break or something like that. So I was like, all right, I got to deal with it. So I go to the customer, and they're like, I really want my order because I placed the order. The first thing they said was, well, I called your location, but you were so busy that your phone number rolled over to the other location, which is impossible because in one location, Rialto, we have AT&T under my dad's name, and in the second location, Whittier, we have Spectrum. Plus, it's under the old owner's name. I have authority to access the account, but there's no connection. One is voice over, meaning it's internet-based. The other one is an old landline, so it's like there's no way they're connected. So that was part of the first problem. The second problem was that, again, remember I said that we can't place people's orders because we had so many orders? So I told her, you know what? I can place your order, but unfortunately, I can't have it ready till about 6 or 7. I said about 6 or 7. And she was upset. It was like 4. It's like, no, you can't even squeeze a large. It's like, unfortunately, I can't. Because here's my thought process. If I go and make an exception for you, that is not fair for every single customer that I either said I can't place your order or that I told them that I can't put it at that certain time. It's the same thing. And that's when she told me about the phone orders rolling over. And I maybe shouldn't have said this, but I told her, you know what? Unfortunately, that's not true. And I told her why. She gets upset and she starts going crazy. And she starts saying a bunch of stuff. And then she hits me with, well, I know the owner. And I was like, oh, do you really? Well, guess what? The owner's my dad. So knowing the owner doesn't help you out here in this case. I'm the person in charge of handling the situation. I can place your order, but unfortunately, I can't have it ready until this time. I understand that a mistake occurred, whether it's your fault or my fault, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get it solved, but unfortunately, it's not fair for every single customer, and I have to do all these pizzas. I didn't say that last part. She started going crazy, saying a bunch of stuff, and at the same time, she was on the phone with the other people, the Whittier location, and it was like, okay, I'm so sorry. She's making a scene, yelling, and I just wanted to say yes or no. Unfortunately, I have a lot of customers. I love every single customer, but I can't do nothing about it. I really can't. And I know that's bad for business, but we have a lot of customers. We have a lot of pizzas to make. She got mad, and then she just said, you know what? She started cussing, and then she just walked away. And she said, you lost a customer for 20 years. And that really did hurt. I am honest. I don't like losing customers. But unfortunately, there's a lesson there. I can't help every single person out. And That's going to be true always, especially as long as we're busy as we are. This is why I'm trying to open more locations, because I don't want to have this issue so much. We don't just get customers from Rialto, we get customers from different cities around going to us because they really love our pizza. And then that's it. Extremely busy day. We took orders for a little bit more. We probably didn't leave until 8. But there was something different between that day and Christmas Eve. We didn't leave as late. It's because we had more people. And that's what I was trying to tell my dad. Why didn't we leave so late today? Well, it's because we had more people. When you prepare with people, everything is a little bit easier, because now we had a chance to do dough in the day compared to the other day where we didn't do dough till we closed, because we had no chance, because we didn't have enough people. So that happened. Then the next day, I watched Stranger Things. The finale was mid. You go watch halfway, and then I felt like, they could have done more, but that's not big tease. New Year's Day happened. It started off kind of slow, and then boom, hour wait time. But that's normal. It doesn't matter what day it is. It's always going to be busy. Friday, a dead day, because it was already busy the days before. Everybody's already either hungover, or they already ate too much pizza, or they're going back to work and they don't know what to do. I don't know what happened. So I worked that day, and slow day, which was good. It was like a relief. Saturday happened, and the manager, I had given them 2 days off because they asked for a day off, and I gave them a day off, which was the Thursday and Friday. And they're like, "Oh, I got sick." No, you didn't. You got drunk, and you couldn't handle your liquor. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm about to end the video, but if you love to drink, I don't really like to drink. My dad's a drinker. Not that that matters. You could drink. I don't care. If you're going to drink, be responsible. There's all these sayings. Drink responsibly. I don't think it just means that watch what you drink, meaning don't overdrink, don't drink and drive, don't do those things. It also means that if you know that you work the next day, don't drink so much that you can't work the next day. Because I understand life isn't just about work, but responsibilities matter, especially if you're a manager, you're a person of power. You should always be the responsible person. Again, maybe that's because I have a business or two and I need to be responsible. So maybe I don't get the luxury of not being responsible. I don't get the luxury of calling off if I want to. If I'm sick, I have to work. If I get drunk, I have to work, which I never have been drunk. But just be responsible. That's my only life lesson here that I have here. But if you're still here watching this video, thank you. Really appreciate you. I try to do these videos. I'm still learning how to get my voice of YouTube, because this is a learning process and you don't get there without doing this. So it's a little cringe for me, because I look at these after I edit them, I'm like, what the heck? But that's about it. I hope you enjoy these videos. I hope you enjoy the video. There's always a life lesson in anything and everything. That's what I've learned. But yeah, that was the week of New Year's Eve at Big Cheese Pizza as an owner operator. And yeah, that's about it.